Can I ask you something honest? When was the last time your financial situation actually improved? Not just your income, not just your paycheck, your actual financial situation, your savings, your investments, your net worth, your options. When did those numbers last meaningfully move forward? If you are struggling to answer that, you are not alone. And more importantly, it is not your fault. Because here is what nobody tells you. The rules of making money changed completely, quietly, without anybody sending you a notification. The advice your parents followed, outdated. The strategy your financial advisor recommends, designed for a different economy. The path your school taught you, built for a world that no longer exists. In 2026, the old rules of money do not just fail to work, they actively work against you. And today, I am going to give you the new rules, the ones that are actually building wealth for real people in the real economy right now. Not theory, not motivational fluff, actual rules that actually work in the world we actually live in. If you have ever felt like you were doing everything right, but still falling behind, this video was made specifically for you. Let's get into it. Welcome to Last Receipt, where we talk about money the way your financial advisor never will. No jargon, no judgment, just the uncomfortable truth about wealth in the economy we actually live in right now. New video every week. Subscribe so you never miss one. Let's talk about the new rules. First, let us understand what changed, because the shift was real and it was dramatic. The old rules of money looked like this: go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard for 40 years, retire with a pension. Done. That model worked for your grandparents. It partially worked for your parents. It is completely broken for you. Here's why. In 1970, one income could comfortably support a family of 4, buy a house, pay for college, fund a retirement. In 2026, 2 incomes often cannot do what one income did then. The median home price has increased 400% since 1970, adjusted for inflation. College costs have increased over 1,200% since 1978. Healthcare costs have increased 600% since 1984. Meanwhile, real wages adjusted for inflation, have barely moved in 50 years. The old path assumed the economy would reward loyalty and hard work with financial security. That contract is broken, and pretending it is not is the most expensive mistake the American middle class makes every single day. The new rules do not ask you to work harder, they ask you to think differently about income, about assets, about time, about value. And that shift in thinking is the entire difference between the people building real wealth in 2026 and the people wondering why working hard still leaves them behind. New rule: your salary is not your income. This is the most important rule on this entire list, and almost nobody understands it. Meet Kevin, 34 years old, marketing manager in Chicago, salary of $82,000 a year. Kevin believes his income is $82,000. It is not. After federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare deductions, Kevin takes home roughly $58,000. After his rent, car payment, insurance, groceries, utilities, and subscriptions, Kevin has approximately $600 a month left over. $600 a month is Kevin's real income, the money he actually controls, the money that can actually build his future. $600 out of $82,000. That is 8.7 cents of every dollar Kevin earns actually working for Kevin. The other 91.3 cents? Gone before Kevin even decides where it goes. This is the salary illusion, and it keeps millions of Americans feeling wealthy on paper while being financially fragile in reality. The new rule is this: Your real income is not what you earn, it is what you keep, invest, and control. Kevin's goal should not be to earn more. His goal should be to increase that $600, first to $800, then to $1,200, then to $2,000. Because $2,000 a month invested at 10% returns over 25 years is $2,360,000. Not from a raise, not from a promotion, from controlling a larger percentage of what he already earns. The new rule of income is simple. Earn more where you can, but obsess over what you keep, because your salary is just a number. What you keep is your actual financial life. New Rule 2. Assets before lifestyle. The old rule said work hard, earn money, enjoy life. The new rule says build assets first, enjoy life with what is left. This sounds harsh, but here's what it actually means in practice. Before you upgrade your apartment, buy an index fund. Before you lease a new car, max your Roth IRA. Before you book the luxury vacation, make sure your investments are automated. This is not about deprivation. This is about sequence. The wealthy do not become wealthy and then invest. They invest and then become wealthy. That order is everything. Here's the real-world math. Two Americans both earn $75,000 a year. American 1 invests $500 a month first, then spends the rest on lifestyle. American 2 spends on lifestyle first and invests whatever is left, which averages $80 a month. After 30 years at 10% returns, American 1 has $1,130,000. American 2 has $180,800. Same income, same time, same market. The only difference is the sequence. Assets before lifestyle. Every single time, without exception. Before the lifestyle upgrade feels earned, before the raise gets absorbed, before the bonus gets spent. Automate the investment first, then live on what remains. That is the new rule, and it is the single most powerful financial habit you can build, starting today. New Rule 3. One income is a financial emergency. The old rule said, get a good job and keep it. The new rule says, one income stream is not stability. It is fragility wearing a suit. Here is the uncomfortable reality. In 2026, the average American worker will change jobs 12 times in their career. The average tenure at a single company is now just 4.1 years. And AI automation is projected to displace 85 million jobs globally by 2030. One income stream in this environment is not a career. It is a single point of failure. The new rule is not about getting rich quick. It is about building a second income stream that makes your primary income optional. Not tomorrow, not this year necessarily, but with a clear and deliberate plan. What does a second income stream look like for a real person with a real job and real life? It looks like $300 a month from dividend investments. It looks like $500 a month from a skill you already have sold as a freelance service. It looks like $200 a month from a digital product you create once and sell repeatedly. It looks like $400 a month from a YouTube channel about a topic you already know well. None of these require quitting your job. None of these require massive startup capital. All of them require consistent effort over 12 to 24 months before they pay meaningfully. But here's what that consistency builds. The moment your second income stream covers even one monthly bill, your relationship with your primary job changes completely. You stop working from fear, you start working from choice. And that psychological shift changes every decision you make, every negotiation, every career move, every financial choice. One income is a financial emergency waiting to happen. The new rule is to start building the second one before the emergency arrives. New Rule 4. Your network is your net worth. The old rule said your degree gets you the job. The new rule says your relationships determine your financial ceiling. This is not networking in the uncomfortable business card exchanging sense. This is something much more fundamental. Study after study shows that the majority of high-paying opportunities never get publicly advertised. They're filled through relationships, through trust, through reputation built over time. The person who gets the consulting contract is rarely the most qualified. They are the most known and trusted in the right circle. The person who gets the investment opportunity is rarely the smartest investor. They're the one whose name comes up when opportunity is being distributed. In 2026, your financial trajectory is more determined by who knows you and what they think of you than almost any other single factor. This means the new rule of networking is not about collecting contacts, it is about genuinely adding value to people who are where you want to be. Help before you ask, give before you take, show up consistently over years, not weeks. The financial return on genuine relationships built over time is impossible to calculate, but universally understood by everyone who has actually built real wealth. Your network is your net worth, and in 2026, that has never been more true. New Rule 5. Skills pay more than degrees. The old rule said, get the degree. The degree gets you the salary. The salary builds your life. The new rule is brutally different. The average student loan debt in America is now $37,574. The average starting salary for a 4-year degree holder is $55,000 to $60,000. Meanwhile, a skilled plumber in America earns $59,000 to $95,000 a year. A freelance UX designer earns $75,000 to $120,000. A cybersecurity analyst earns $80,000 to $130,000. A licensed electrician earns $60,000 to $100,000. With zero student loan debt, with skills that can be freelanced, with income that is not capped by a single employer. The new rule of education is this: credentials matter, but skills that solve real problems for real people who will pay real money matter more. The most valuable investment you can make in 2026 is not a 4-year degree. It is a specific, high-value skill that takes 6 to 18 months to develop that solves a problem the market desperately needs solved. AI prompting, data analysis, video editing, copywriting, financial planning, sales, software development, digital marketing. Pick one. Go deep, build real expertise, then monetize that expertise in ways a single employer can never cap or control. The new rule is skills over credentials, every single time. New Rule 6. Inflation is silently destroying your savings. Here is a rule most Americans have never been taught. Saving money is not safe. Let that sit for a moment. The thing every parent, teacher, and financial advisor told you to do, put money in a savings account, is quietly destroying your purchasing power every single year. Here is the math. The average American savings account pays 0.46% interest annually. Inflation in 2025 ran at approximately 3.4%. That means every dollar sitting in your savings account lost 2.94% of its purchasing power last year. $10,000 in a savings account today has the purchasing power of $7,100 in 10 years at current inflation rates. You did not lose it in the stock market. You did not make a bad investment. You just saved it, and inflation took the rest. The new rule is this: cash is not a safe asset. Cash is a depreciating asset. Your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account earning 4 to 5%, yes, those exist, is smart and necessary. But anything beyond your emergency fund sitting in a standard savings account is not being saved, it is being slowly consumed. Every dollar beyond your emergency fund needs to be working harder than inflation. Index funds, real estate, treasury bonds, high-yield accounts at minimum. The new rule of saving is simple. Keep what you need liquid for emergencies. Put everything else to work, because safe and savings account are not the same thing anymore.
New Rule 7. Buy time, not things. This is the rule that separates people who feel wealthy from people who actually are. The old rule of success was measured in possessions: the house, the car, the watch, the clothes. The new rule measures success in time. How much of your time do you own? How many of your hours belong to you? How many of your days are spent on things you chose versus things you are obligated to do? This reframing changes everything. When a wealthy person buys a dishwasher, they're not buying an appliance, they're buying 45 minutes a day. When they hire someone to clean their home, they are not being extravagant, they are buying 4 hours a week to spend on income-generating activities or time with family. When they automate their bill payments, their investments, their grocery ordering, they are buying back cognitive energy that compounds into better decisions over months and years. The new rule of spending is this: before any significant purchase, ask one question: does this buy me time or cost me time? The car that requires constant maintenance costs you time. The reliable older car that just works buys you time. The giant house that needs constant upkeep costs you time. The modest, comfortable home buys you time. The subscription you never use costs you money and mental overhead. Canceling it buys you both back. Time is the only asset that cannot be created, cannot be borrowed, cannot be invested in the market. The new rule is to spend money on getting more of it, because time owned is the definition of wealth that actually lasts. New Rule 8. Your attention is your most valuable asset. Here is the rule nobody in finance talks about. Before you can build wealth, you have to protect the resource that makes all wealth building possible: your attention. In 2026, there is an entire trillion-dollar industry built around one single goal: capturing your attention and selling it to the highest bidder. Social media, streaming platforms, news apps, gaming, infinite scroll, autoplay, notifications. Every single one of these is engineered by teams of the smartest people on the planet, using billions of dollars of research to keep your attention locked on their platform for as long as possible. And every hour your attention is captured is an hour it is not building your financial future. The new rule is this: treat your attention like money, because in the attention economy, it literally is money. The person who reads one personal finance book a month instead of scrolling for an hour every evening builds more financial knowledge in a year than most people accumulate in a decade. The person who spends Sunday mornings reviewing their investments and planning their week instead of watching 3 hours of content makes better financial decisions every single week. The person who turns off notifications and creates focused work blocks produces more valuable output in 4 hours than a distracted person produces in 8. Your attention compounds exactly like money does. Invested wisely over years, it produces extraordinary returns. Spent carelessly every day, it produces nothing but the feeling of being very busy while going nowhere. Guard your attention. Direct it deliberately, protect it ruthlessly. It is the foundation on which every other new rule is built. New Rule 9. Boring is the new rich. This might be the most counterintuitive rule on this entire list. The investments that build the most wealth are not exciting. The habits that create financial freedom are not impressive. The path to lasting money is deeply, profoundly, almost offensively boring. Here is what boring looks like. $500 a month into an S&P 500 index fund every single month, without checking it obsessively, without moving it when the market drops, without celebrating when it rises, just consistently, month after month, year after year. for 30 years. Result? $1,130,000. No stock picks, no crypto, no hot tips, no timing the market, no viral investment strategy. Just boring. Consistent, automatic. Boring. Meanwhile, the exciting investments, 90% of day traders lose money. The average active trader underperforms the market by 6.5% annually. Most retail crypto investors across nearly every economy studied lost money on their holdings over a 7-year stretch. The exciting path costs money. The boring path makes it. The new rule is to embrace boring completely. Boring savings habits, boring investment strategy, boring lifestyle choices that keep expenses low, boring consistency that never makes headlines. Because, in personal finance, boring is not a criticism. Boring is the entire strategy. And in 30 years, boring looks like freedom.
New Rule 10. The goal is never retirement, it is options. The old rule said, work for 40 years, then retire. The new rule completely reframes what the finish line looks like. Because retirement as a concept is deeply flawed. It assumes that the goal of financial success is to stop doing things, to reach a point of permanent rest, to exit life's game completely. But research on retirement tells a very different story. Studies consistently show that people who retire without purpose experience dramatic declines in mental health, cognitive function, and even physical health within the first 2 years. The goal of money is not to stop living. The goal of money is to start choosing. The new rule redefines the finish line. You are not working toward retirement. You are working toward the point where every day is optional, where you work because you want to, not because you have to, where you help people because it fulfills you, not because your mortgage depends on it, where you spend time with family, not because it is the weekend, but because you decided today was a family day. That point is called financial independence, and it is available much earlier than retirement age if you follow the new rules. The math is called the 4% rule. When your investment portfolio generates 4% annually that covers your living expenses, you are financially independent. Your money works. You choose whether you do. For someone spending $4,000 a month, that requires $1.2 million invested. For someone spending $3,000 a month, that requires $900,000 invested. Those numbers are reachable, not in 40 years, in 15 to 20 years, for someone who starts today and follows the new rules consistently. The goal is never retirement. The goal is options, and options are available so much sooner than anyone told you.
Before you go, let me leave you with something you can screenshot and save. Let me give you all 10 new rules one more time. Fast, clean, clear. New rule 1. Your salary is not your income. What you keep is. New rule 2. Assets before lifestyle. Always, without exception. New rule 3. One income stream is a financial emergency. Start building the second one now. New rule 4. Your network is your net worth. Invest in relationships before you need them. New rule 5. Skills pay more than degrees. Go deep on one high-value skill. New rule 6. Saving money is not safe. Put every dollar beyond your emergency fund to work. New rule 7. Buy time, not things. Time owned is the definition of lasting wealth. New rule 8. Your attention is your most valuable asset. Guard it like money because it is money. New rule 9. Boring is the new rich. Consistent and automatic beats exciting every time. New rule 10. The goal is never retirement. The goal is options. Pick one rule from this list, just one. The one that felt most personally relevant. The one that made you think, that is exactly where I am right now. And take one concrete action based on that rule before this week is over. Open the investment account, cancel the subscription, start the side skill, automate the transfer, make the call. One rule,
one action this week. Because the new rules of money do not reward people who understand them. They reward people who act on them. If this video changed how you think about money, subscribe to Last Receipt. Because next week, we are going even deeper. We are exposing the one financial decision most Americans make in their 30s that quietly determines whether they retire comfortably or desperately. Most people make this decision without thinking about it, and by the time they realize what they did, it is almost too late to fix. You do not want to miss that one. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with one person who is still following the old rules, because the rules changed and not everyone got the memo. See you next week.